is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Wednesday pull list, which is your hype video for New Comic Book Day, which is tomorrow, April 26th of 2023. I'm gonna get you so pumped and so excited to get down to your local LCS or to log on to online stores like mycomicshop.com and order the books that I'm gonna talk about in today's video because they are so freaking good. But guys, we have a giveaway that we're gonna do at the end of the video. I'm gonna pull the winners from last week's giveaway. I'll tell you how to enter this week's giveaway. And guys, this is the last time you're gonna see me as a single man. That's right, this weekend on April 29th, Stephanie and I are getting married. It's finally happening after 5 years of being together. We're gonna get hitched, we're gonna be together forever, and I cannot be more happy. This is the woman of my dreams, and I'm pumped, I'm excited, and I cannot freaking wait. But I'm also telling you that, guys, because I will not be back next Tuesday for the Wednesday pull list because we'll be driving back from Maine, which is where we're having the wedding at this beautiful house up in Maine. It's so freaking gorgeous. But guys, let's not waste any more time because I have a lot to get through. I got the giveaway to do at the end. I got so many books to talk about, cover lover picks, and so much more. So let's go ahead and show you my pull list. Alright guys, as you can see, this is my pull list right here. It's larger than last week's, but you guys can't see what books are there. So let's go ahead and throw it up on screen right now. Now, there are 20 books on my pull list this week. That's 3 more than last week. There are 2 new number ones, and there is 1 book that I did not get caught up on this week. I'm actually 2 issues behind on Dead Boy Detectives, and if you count this week's, that would make it 3. What am I doing? I gotta get caught up on this book because those first 2 issues were actually really good. Alright guys, that is my pull list. Let's go ahead and dive into the chopping block. Alright guys, there are no books on the chopping block this week. Every single book I read this week was actually really good. So that's a good thing, but a bad thing because I would like to whittle my list down, but it's a good thing because that means all the books coming out this week are most likely gonna be great. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next section, which are my cover lover picks. Alright guys, there are 5 covers on my cover lover list that are just absolutely gorgeous. So let's go ahead and show off the first one. And the first one up is for Detective Comics issue 1071. That's crazy, 1071 issues. But guys, the 1 in 25 done by Sebastian Furma? I don't know how to pronounce that, is gorgeous. You got Catwoman like over Batman's back, and she's licking her lips, and she's got these pearls around him. The artwork on this cover is just stunning, and I really, really like it. And the next cover that I want to show you guys is for Grimm issue number 10. This is the cover G, which is the unlockable variant. It's just the Virgin variant of cover A. But guys, Falvano's artwork is so gorgeous, and I love this Virgin variant. It is gorgeous, and I can see Falvano doing like a remark on the top. If you brought it to him at a convention, that'd be so freaking cool. But let's move on to the next one, which is Blue Beetle Graduation Day issue number 6. Now this is the cover B done by Bruno Redondo, and if you guys watch this channel, you know I love Bruno Redondo's artwork. I love how you see the generations of the Blue Beetle falling through the sky. It is gorgeous. And after that, we have the Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue number 2. This is the 1 in 25 done by Jorge Molina. This cover featuring Robot Man is gorgeous. This was on my final order cut of speculation and recommendations video because I think this cover will do well on the secondary market, but that's not why this book is on this list. I like it because I am a huge fan of Robot Man ever since the Doom Patrol TV show came out, and I want to get this for my collection, get it slapped, and put it up on the wall because I think it's that gorgeous. Alright guys, and the last cover lover pick for this week is my favorite of the week. This is so freaking cool. This is for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 139. The cover C, which is the 1 in 10 incentive cover done by Mike Del Mundo, featuring Michelangelo as like a statue on a skateboard eating a slice of pizza. It is gorgeous. Mike Del Mundo crushed this cover. I'm hopefully going to be able to score myself a copy of this because I really think it's that cool. And again, slap it, put it on the wall because I want to show off this cover art to everyone on the channel and anyone who comes over my house, which isn't a lot of people, but I want to show it off to them anyways. Alright guys, those are my cover lover picks for this week. Let's go ahead and move over to the new number ones that you guys just have to be excited about. Alright guys, the new #1 that I think you guys just have to be excited about is a DC comic, and it is Green Arrow issue #1. Now, I am a huge fan of the Emerald Archer. He is such a great character. I really enjoyed his run starting with Kevin Smith's. I really enjoyed Jeff Lemire's and Andre Sorrentino's run on this character. This character, when done right, is fantastic, and I cannot wait for this 6-issue miniseries. Now, I do wish that this was going to be an ongoing series, and if you follow the creatives on their social media, now the writer is Joshua Williamson, and he's done some really great work at DC Comics, and the artist is Sean Isaki? I'm totally butchering that. I apologize, Sean. But they have said if this book does really well, they do have more stories to tell with the Emerald Archer. So if you guys are really excited about this, tell your local comic book shop or go online and order this book so people know that everyone wants to read this book. Because guys, I'm really excited about that, and I cannot wait to see Oliver Queen back in his own book. But guys, let's go ahead and read you the synopsis. The Emerald Archer is lost, and it will take Oliver Queen's whole family to find him. But dangerous foes are determined to keep them apart at any cost. Spinning out of Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, Green Arrow by DC architect Joshua Williamson and artist Sean, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Isaki? Is an action-packed adventure across the DCU that sets the stage for major stories in 2023. So, Green Arrow is lost. His family is going to go out there and try to find him and bring him back. And I'm just really excited about that because I also love family books, which is why Action Comics and Superman is such a great book because it's now a family book and not just about one character. All right, guys, that is the new #1 that I am just really excited about, and I hope you guys are too. And if you guys are excited now after listening to me preach to you guys about it, make sure you guys are going down to your local LCS and picking up that issue or going online and ordering it because I do want this book to become an ongoing. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move into the next section, which is not going to be the almost top 5 because I need to make this video just a little bit shorter because I have limited time to edit this video today. So let's go ahead and move over to the top 5 must-have pickups for this week, which again is April 26th of 2023. Alright guys, kicking off this list in the #5 spot is Doctor Strange, issue #2. Now this is written by Jed MacKay and art by Pasquale Ferry. And guys, I do want to mention that I think the backup story in this issue was what really got me to put this book on the top 5 list. Because the backup stories features 2 characters which are a new team of like S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but their team is called WAND. That's right, WAND. It stands for Wizard Alchemy Necromancy Department. And they just seem really freaking cool, and I'm really excited to read the backup story in this issue every single time. And I really hope they continue it because it was so freaking cool. But the main story with Doctor Strange and Clea is pretty good. It was solid. I really like Jed MacKay's writing, and then you can tell that he has his story planned out for a while. Doctor Strange is back in the MCU. He's like, you know, starting to get back into his rhythm of his normal life where he's helping people because, you know, he's a doctor. But then you have his wife Clea, and she is just such a badass character, and they actually face some villains in this, and she wants to go and, like, you know, smash it like she always does, but Doctor Strange convinces her not to. But is that gonna bite them in the butt? I don't know. You gotta stick around and find out. But guys, Doctor Strange issue #2 comes out this week, and it's a really good book. And guys, check out the backup story because again, that was my favorite part of issue #1, and I hope it continues to be a great part of this book moving forward. And I normally don't read backup stories, but this one was really freaking good. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the #4 book. Alright guys, sitting in the #4 spot is a DC book, and there's actually 2 stories in this DC book. Well, 3 technically, but I don't read that 3rd one. But we're talking about Action Comics issue 1053. This is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and the 2nd story is written by Dan Jurgens, and the 1st story has art by Rafa Sandoval, which is absolutely fantastic, and the 2nd story is done by Lee Weeks. Now, what I really like about the 1st story in this book is that Superman is part of this giant big family now, and he's dealing with all the family dramas, and you get so much emotion. And if you guys hear me talk about books on this channel, I love a book that deal with human emotions because these superheroes, they are you know, human, even though Superman's an alien, but you know, he's human-esque, and he has those feelings, and so does his son. And there's a part in this book where his son gets super jealous of his younger, now like siblings, and it is exactly what would happen, because we're dealing with similar stuff in this house right now with our youngest son Jack and our oldest son Nate. And there's like this jealousy factor that you see every once in a while when we're paying a little more attention to the 7-year-old and not the 13-year-old, and the 13-year-old's like, why aren't you paying attention to me? So this is just fantastic. It's so great that you're dealing with emotions that you can see in everyday life. It's great, and the story is super solid, and the climax at the end of the story of issue number 2 was great, because one of the little kids gets out and does something really bad. What a naughty little boy. And then there is a second story by Dan Jurgens and Lee Weeks. I'm not going to really go into detail on this one, guys, but what I really like about this story is that John Kent is a kid again. I don't like that Brian Michael Bendis aged up John Kent, and now he's older. I would have loved it if they were able to revert John Kent back to his younger self, because to me, he was just such a better character that way. But guys, that is the number 4 book. Let's go ahead and move on to the number 3. Alright guys, sitting in the number 3 spot is a fantastic indie book, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about. It is Door to Door, Night by Night, issue number 5. Now this is written by Cullen Bunn and art by Sally Cantrition? Sally, I'm butchering your last name. I apologize, but your artwork is fantastic in this book. It's so enjoyable. But guys, if you have not read this book and you have not read anything by Cullen Bunn, I highly suggest you guys pick up this book. It's a horror-esque book, but it really revolves around this group of outcasts that they all have scarred backgrounds, and they come together in this little group of traveling salesmen, and they go town to town doing their door-to-door salesman things, and they make just enough money to drown their sorrows or to numb their scars, their pain. But then this one new character comes along in issue number 1, and she's actually a monster hunter. That's right, guys. And this whole group of team like rallies around them, and now they're going town to town, clearing out the monsters in these towns, and it is fantastic. The way Cullen Bunn is like, you know, slowly introducing you to all these characters' backgrounds and what they have done in the past that make them so scarred is fantastic. This is such a great book, and the monsters in this book are fantastic. I am really enjoying it. It's a Cullen Bunn book. I really enjoy his writing, and I highly suggest that you guys should check out this book because it really is that good. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the number 2 book. Alright guys, sitting in the number 2 spot is another independent, and it is Indigo Children issue number 2. Now this is written by Kurt Priors and Rockwell White, and art by Alex Ditto and D. Knife? Knife? I don't know how to pronounce your last name, D, but your artwork in this book is fantastic, even if I cannot pronounce your last name. But this book was so freaking good, and what I really liked about it, it was a complete mystery. You were given little bits of information at the beginning and at the end that really brought the whole book together, but the whole middle of the book was this reporter trying to find out about the Indigo Children. He was left a tape that gave him a little bit of information, and he's going from spot to spot, slowly getting more and more information as people are chasing him down, and you're like, what is going on? But then at the end of the issue, he finds this kid, but that's not it. They go back to the story that they started to tell at the beginning, and they show you what happened, and it was so freaking good. I loved the breadcrumb storytelling in this book. It was so good. It had great pacing and great artwork, and the story itself was really engaging. I really enjoyed this book. That's why it's in the number 2 spot on my top 5 list. Guys, let me know down in the comments below. Did you guys read the Indigo Children? Did you guys like it as much as I did? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, the book that's in the number 1 spot is a Marvel book, and I read it last night and it was so freaking good. It is 100% the number 1 book that I'm most excited that is coming out this week, and that is Strange Academy Finals issue number 5, written by Scotty Young and art by Humberto Ramos. And like I said, when I was talking about Action Comics, I love a book that deals with emotion, real raw emotion, and this book is filled with it. Oh my gosh. Now, this story revolves around a school that has invited all these kids with magical powers to it, and chaos has slowly ensued in this book, and things have gotten worse and worse for the students. There's been a divide, and they are about to come head to head and battle it out. But there's so much pain and so much love, and there's loss, and there's just so much emotion in this book. And Scotty Young has done such a fantastic job of pacing out this book, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. And the end of issue 4 was so good, because you got to remember, this book deals with kids, and wow, the ending of issue 4 was amazing. All right, guys, that is the #1 book on my top 5 list, and that is the end of this video. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up, and let's go ahead and find out who won last week's giveaway. All right, guys, let's wrap this video up. We are at the end of the video, and if you guys are still watching right now, thank you guys so much for watching until the end of the video. And if you guys have, you guys know exactly what you are. You guys are legends. Now, if you guys have not hit that like button just yet, guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. And one more thing before we dive into the giveaway, if you guys enjoyed that video and you enjoy comic book content and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. All right, guys, thank you guys so much. It's time to do the giveaway. But before we draw the giveaway, we gotta find out what books the person is going to win. And there were a lot of entries. Thank you guys so much for leaving comments and following the rules. And after we draw this winner, we will also tell you guys about how to enter next week's giveaway. So let's find out what books this person is going to win. All right, I'm not gonna look, even though I did see the cover there, so I'll go ahead and move it around. I'm gonna switch some books around right here. Here we go. And the first one up is going to be this book right here, which is Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, issue #1, done by Miguel Mercado, and it is a Virgin variant. In the next one, I keep looking at the front one and I don't want to do that, is this one right here, which is Sins of Sinister, issue #1, the Carrie Andrews variant. And I'm going to do one more book for a total of 3. And we have this one right here, which is Amazing Spider-Man, issue #21, with this awesome Mary Jane Venom cover. It is gorgeous. And those are the 3 books that this person is going to win. So let's go ahead and bring you guys even closer. Actually, let me cut and get it even better. Alright, guys, now we are nice and close and we can pull the winner for this giveaway. Now, there were 1,400 views on last week's video, so let's go ahead and shuffle 14 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, guys, good luck to the winner! Or good luck to everyone. And congratulations to the winner, who is going to be Samantha Sachs! Congratulations, you have won this giveaway! Congratulations, Samantha Sachs! Now, what you need to do is you need to find us over on Instagram. Our handle is right down here. It's Bruce and Stephanie. And slide into our DMs and give us your address. Now, just a quick reminder, if you do live out of the United States of America, we cannot ship you this personally. You will have to send us the money to ship it to you, and then we will ship it to you. But if you live in the United States, we will ship it to you for free. Now, Samantha, congratulations, but we gotta move on to the next week's giveaway. And guys, all you need to do is the same rules as last week. Be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment down below, leave in the hashtag thankyou616comics, and you need to live in the United States of America. Other than that, that's all you need to do to enter to win 3 exclusive covers from the 616 Comics. Now, I have purchased a majority of these through their mystery boxes, but they did send a fat stack of books, which is why I like to leave the hashtag thankyou616comics, because John is a great dude. Him and his wife have a great store over there. Make sure you guys are following them on Instagram and also following them on Whatnot. Their live sales are awesome. All right, guys, that is the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching to the end. Congratulations, Samantha Sachs. I will get these books out to you as soon as I get your address, and I will see you guys sometime next week. I'm just not sure what day I'll be back. Most likely on like a Wednesday or Thursday mail call, and I'll be back with my final order cutoff speculation and recommendations video. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll be married. It's amazing. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.